This is Manchu49 showing you how to disassemble a Kimber Super Carry Pro 1911. First thing you want to do is you want to ensure the weapon is clear and safe. No rounds, no magazine in the magwell. First thing you want to do is you want to lock the slide to the rear with your slide stop. This is a slide stop, not a mag release. You do not want to break your grip on the weapon to release the slide. You use the serrations on the back that they designed it for to release the slide forward. Not this. Okay, so first things first. You lock the slide to the rear. You grab your little tool. Your little tool looks like an Allen wrench, but in paperclip form. You can use a paperclip, but I suggest you file down the edges, as I did, so that you do not damage the bushing right here. Some people don't mind damaging the bushing. I personally do, as this was not a cheap firearm. Okay, so lock the slide to the rear. You place this tool inside of that hole. Okay, you slide it in the hole, and you move the slide forward to where that little tit right there, that little gap, is where there's a slide lock groove here and a takedown groove here. So if you can see that, I hope you can, it is right there. And what you're going to do is on the opposite side of the weapon, there's going to be a pin. You're going to push that pin. You're going to get this to rise up a little bit. I like to use my Benchmade G10 grip to, lift the takedown pin right here. Okay, slide that out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to slide forward. Okay, and you're going to remove it completely. Now your lower is disassembled. Now for your slide, your buffer spring, and your barrel. What you're going to do is you're going to take the buffer spring and you're going to pick it up, slide it out. You're going to drop the I believe this is a retaining bushing that keeps I think it strikes against the buffer spring and it holds it. I don't know what it is, but you slide it down and you can slide your barrel straight out. Okay, there is your slide, there is your barrel. Now you repeat the steps opposite. You place your barrel with this laying flat against the barrel back into the slide. It will seat down perfectly. Then you take your buffer spring, you place it back inside to where this cradle sits on top of the barrel. You want to make sure that this is in the up position. You slide this down and you seat it fully back against the end of the barrel here. Then you take your slide, okay? You slide it back over. I do it upside down. Some people don't. Some people do. I do it upside down. You slide it forward, okay? Now, as it's slid forward, you're going to notice that it's out of battery back here. This kind of flops around in here. What you're going to do is you're going to turn the weapon right side up and you're going to pull the slide back to where the takedown notch is above that square hole. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your takedown pin, whatever it is, you're going to place it back inside your weapon. Okay? Sometimes inside this hole right here, you have to line them up perfectly. And it's really not that hard. You just have to mess around with it a little bit. If you can't do it by hand, you can take a pen and you can put it inside the hole, move it around. You want to use a plastic pen to do it. You don't want to use a metal pen, as it can damage the frame. Okay? So, if I can get this on there right. Okay. Just like so. Take this, place it back down into here. Oh. Did something wrong. I'm going to place this in the up position like that. That's what I did wrong. See, when you put this back in like that, and then you slide the lower back onto the slide, it will drop this back here. Okay, this little bushing right here that holds the barrel to the frame. So you want to move that into the up position. You want to slide your slide back over the top very carefully. Slide it back on. You turn the weapon over. Now that hole should line right up. You can see straight through it. Okay. You slide this to the rear to where your takedown notch is right there. You take your takedown pin. You place it back inside your weapon. Now this is the tricky part. People get the idiot scratch. Okay. They get the idiot scratch when they just go ahead and force that down there. You want to place 2 fingers here and 2 fingers here, okay? And you want to positively push down and rotate this up back into the square port here. And there's this spring right here that locks it into place. So you slide it back in like that. You pull your slide to the rear. Use your slide stop to lock the rear to the back. You take your disassembly tool out and you slide it forward. And that is how you take apart a 1911.